check, 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 check. Good evening and welcome to Stratford High School for Marywood Conference boys basketball tonight between the Chequamegon Screaming Eagles and the Stratford Tigers. Along with Ben Brecht, I'm Dan Leonard, and we thank you for joining us tonight here on Zaleski Sports. Well, it's getting close to the end of the season, and every game is important for seeding purposes. Coming into tonight's game, the Stratford Tigers with an overall record of 13 wins, 5 losses. They are 7-4 in the Marywood South. Stratford's averaging 57.1 points per game while giving up 47.6, shooting 44% from the floor, 67% from the free throw line, and 36% from the three-point land. The Screaming Eagles from Chequamegon High School are 3-13 overall, 1-9 in the Marywood North, averaging 49.6 points per game and giving up 63 points per game. Head coach Tom Tollickson, Eagles shooting 42% from the floor, 54% from the free throw line, and 27% from the three-point floor. Stratford coming off a hard luck defeat at the hands of the Edgar Wildcats in the Marywood South key game on Tuesday night by a score of 60-49. So those two teams split the regular season at 1 win apiece. So that'll be a toss-up coming down to the sectional seeding meeting. Right now, both teams with that split, Edgar currently sits a 1-game lead ahead of Stratford and the Marywood South in the standings. And so we'll see what happens when that comes to seeding. Right now, with the teams that are in the sectional, you got to figure Marathon's a 1 seed, Auburndale's a 2 seed, and then the number 3, 4, and 5 seeds are going to be split between Edgar, Stratford, and Washburn High School. Washburn still has a couple pretty important conference games and to teams that they've already been defeated by earlier in the season, so that might make a difference as far as if they'll make it for a chance to be the 3 or 4 seed. It's going to come down to Stratford and Edgar, and they both split 1-1. Stratford has to play Auburndale yet. Not sure what Edgar's schedule is, but important for seeding purposes as we get closer to the tournament schedule. Just about ready here for the national anthem and the player introductions. We're going to take a quick timeout, get a word in from our sponsors. Once again, you're listening to Marywood Conference Basketball here on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. the only water that comes with a van.
All right, getting ready for the starting lineups for tonight's game. First of all, we're the Chequamegon Screaming Eagles. Head coach Thomas Tallickson. At one guard, a senior, 5'11", averaging 2.9 points per game, Robert Scheinbeck. At the other guard, a senior, averaging 1.5 points per game, 5'10", Jeremiah Miguel. At forward, a junior, 5'7", Corbin Phelps, averaging 5.3 points per game. Cooper Mikulski, a sophomore, 6'1", averaging 13.2 points per game. And the leading scorer, averaging 20.1 points per game, a senior, 6'2", A.J. Morgan. For the Stratford Tigers tonight, they'll be making a slight change in the starting lineup due to the senior night, so they're going to start all the seniors on their roster. At guard, a 5'10" junior, averaging 11.6 points per game, Drew Brusewitz. At the other guard, 5'10" senior, averaging 3.7 points per game, is Peyton Glenn. At forward, 5'10" senior, averaging 1 point a game, is Brandon Gabeline. At the other forward, 6 foot senior, averaging 10.3 points per game, Henry Zaleski. And the other senior, a 6'1" senior, averaging 11.3 points per game, is Brady Schmidt. Tigers are introducing their seniors to the home crowd. 4 seniors tonight: Peyton Glenn, Henry Zaleski, Brady Schmidt, and Brandon Gabeline. Just about set here for the Chequamegon comes in tonight's game with the loss on Tuesday night to Prentice by a score of 71-61 in Marewood North basketball. They have won just 3 games this year, giving up a lot of points. So they're struggling a little bit on the defensive end. Offensively, they have 2 fine-looking players. Looking forward to seeing A.J. Morgan, who's averaging 20 points a game, along with Cody Mikulski, who's averaging 13 points per game. Watching them in warm-ups tonight, they both look like they're excellent outside shooters. So looking to see what they bring to the table for the Screaming Eagles tonight. Stratford, as I mentioned, coming off a hard luck loss the other night to the Edgar Wildcats.
Coach Tom instilled a love of the sport in these boys. He made them better players, but also better people. He taught them lessons of commitment.
Tigers are honoring senior parents here tonight, so that's why we're taking a while to get player introductions going.
Guys, you remember what it was? Kopaskuski? Thank you, Coach Tom, for all that you've done to support Stratford basketball program and for what you've done for our players. They are grateful to have you and your passion and talent among our coaches.
Now I think we're getting ready for the player introductions.
And with that, we'll now have the starting lineup for the visiting Chequamegon Screaming Eagles.
Once again for the Chequamegon Screaming Eagles, senior Robert Schinbeck, Jermiah McGuell, Corbin Phelps, Cooper Mikulski, and A.J. Morgan. Screaming Eagles are coached by Thomas Tollickson. Their only win in Merritt Conference play this year was to last Tuesday night. They beat Phillips by a score of 62-60 after losing to them just a week earlier by 13. This week they beat them by 2 points in a home game at Park Falls. For Stratford, as I mentioned, they made just a slight change in their starting lineup tonight to be able to honor the 4 seniors starting their last Merritt Conference home game here at Stratford High School. Peyton Glenn, senior, averaging 3.7 points per game. Brandon Gabeline, averaging 1 point, senior. Henry Zaleski, 10.3 points per game. Brady Schmidt, 11.3 points per game. And junior guard, averaging 11.6, 5'10", Drew Bruzewicz, Stratford's leading scorer. Brady Schmidt's last home game here, he made 8 3-pointers in the win last week over Colby, a non-conference win. Nice to see Brandon Gabeline getting a chance to start in his last home game. Hasn't started all senior, but the Coach Schmidt allowing to start all seniors, all 4 seniors, along with Drew Bruzewicz tonight. Here we are. We're all set for opening tip-off. Jumping for the Tigers, Henry Zaleski. For the Screaming Eagles, Cooper Mikulski. Referees are all set. Referees ready to toss it up. And we're underway, controlled by Peyton Glenn of the Tigers. Gives it back to Drew Bruzewicz. Looks like the Screaming Eagles are in a man-to-man defense. Tigers will get into their motion offense. Bruzewicz in the corner looking to drive. Nothing there. Goes underneath Zaleski. Cut to the base basket is Gabeline. Nothing there. Kicks it back outside to Schmidt. In the corner to Glenn. Back to Bruzewicz. Bruzewicz drives. Gives it up to Gabeline. Gabeline drives. Almost loses it. Tigers reset. Brady Schmidt, Gabeline, Bruzewicz. Bruzewicz looks to drive, kicks it back outside to Gabeline. Brandon's shot from the corner, no good. Rebound comes down to Morgan. Eagles quickly into the front court. Now we got a traveling violation against Mikulski. It'll be Stratford basketball. Just underway here at Stratford High School, no score, 7:05 remaining in the first half. Dan Leonard along with Ben Brecht here at Stratford High School. Peyton Glenn kicks it back outside. Tigers working the perimeter in their motion off. Here's a 3-pointer off the back of the rim. No good by Brady Schmidt. Brady started the other night against Colby. Made 5 of his first 6 3-point shots. Here's Bruzewicz taking it all the way to the hole. He goes to basket. No good, but he's fouled on the shot. Foul's going to be on Morgan. First foul, going to the line to shoot 2, Drew Bruzewicz. Here's the first free throw up and good. Tigers are on board 1-0. Tigers go back to their original starting lineup. Reed Miller into the game, replacing Gabeline. Here's the second free throw up and good also. 2-0 on 2 free throws by Drew Bruzewicz. Phelps brings it into front court, being guarded closely by Bruzewicz. Gives it up to Morgan. Morgan running the screen and roll with Mikulski. Nothing there. Kicks it back outside to Phelps. Here's Miguel looking to drive. Tigers playing man-to-man defense. Zaleski on Mikulski. Backs it back out. Gives it up to Phelps. Here's Morgan working against Peyton Glenn. Tigers defensive stop. He goes up with his first shot of the night. It's good. A.J. Morgan. Nice drive to the basket. Makes it 2-2 here. 15:55 remaining in the first half. Here's a pass by Peyton Glenn to Schmidt. Off his hand and out of bounds. Turnover against the Tiger. Gives it back to the Screaming Eagles. Here's Phelps, brings it into front court. Up to Miguel. Back to Mikulski. Cutter going to three. Schinenbeck, nothing there. Kicks it back outside. Here's the three-pointer from long range. Off the board and good by Corbin Phelps. Chequamegon with a 5-2 lead here early against the Tigers. Here's the pass inside to Zaleski, working against Morgan. Nothing there. Kicks it back outside. Bruzewicz working against Mikulski. Drive, kicks it back outside to Schmidt. Peyton Glenn looking for Cutter. Tigers kind of standing around right now. Here's a pass to Schmidt. Shot from the wing, no good. Rebound controlled by Mikulski. Gives it up to Morgan. To the free throw line. Back to Mikulski. Three-pointer's good. Cooper Mikulski with a three. Chequamegon now to an 8-2 lead here early against the Tigers. Now we're going to have an offensive foul called on Reed Miller, setting an illegal screen for the Tigers. Gives the ball back on the turnover back to Chequamegon. Morgan into the front court working against Peyton Glenn. Got about 6 inches of height advantage against him. Peyton Glenn has shut down many opponents so far this year. Here's Morgan working against Glenn. Takes him to the hole, goes up strong with the shot. No good, goes over the back. That's going to be his second foul. 2 fouls early here for A.J. Morgan. Tigers ball. Cutter through the lane, not there. Goes back to Schmidt. Long three from the top, off the rim, no good. Morgan with the rebound. Gives it up to Phelps, back to Morgan. Miguel working against Reed Miller. Gives it up to Miguel, looking for the shot, nothing there, back to Phelps. Pick and roll. Shot from the wing, no good. Rebound comes down to Peyton Glenn. Quickly into the front court. Here's Zaleski. Back outside to Bruzewicz. Drew Bruzewicz's three from the wing is good. Drew Bruzewicz with all 5 points for the Tigers here early. Chequamegon still with a 8-5 lead. 13-20 remaining here in the first half. Miguel in the corner being trapped. Knocked out of bounds off the hands of Brady Schmidt. It'll be Screaming Eagle basketball. Tigers with 4 subs. Foster, Shaner, Wrench, and Chapel. Bruzewicz stays on the floor. Coach Schmidt is elected to go this route for his first substitution, I'd say for pretty much half the season now. Then when he comes back with his substitutions, that's when Bruzewicz will get his first turnover against Chequamegon, gives it back to the Tigers. Drew Bruzewicz brings it across the timeline, gives it up to Caden Foster. Chapel, Wrench. Tigers working it around the perimeter, looking inside to Shaner, not there. Foster on the outside. Wrench almost loses it. Chapel picks it up in the corner. Working against Phelps, takes it to the hole, spin move up, off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Schinnebeck. Morgan into the front court. Slips, working against two guys. Back to Phelps for a three-pointer, and that's good. Corbin Phelps with his second three-pointer. 6 points here early. Chequamegon back to a 6-point lead at 11-5. Bruzewitz on the drive, nothing there. Pass inside to Chapel, goes up, and we have a foul before the shot. It's on Phelps, Corbin Phelps with his first personal. Third team foul against the Screaming Eagles. Substitution for Chequamegon, Antonio Petzel, a 5'11 sophomore into the game, averaging 1 point per game, replacing A.J. Morgan. Tigers working their inbounds play, not there. Gives it back outside to Caden Foster. His three-pointer from the wing, no good. Now we got a foul on the rebound. Foul is going to be on Chapel. His first personal, second team foul against the Tigers. Morgan with a quick breather comes back into the game, this time replacing Schinnebeck. Marcus Purdy gives it up to Morgan, and he nails the three-pointer. 4 3-pointers early here for the Screaming Eagles. Shaner drives, kicks it back outside. Now we go inside to Wrench, working spin move. Now we got a traveling violation, turnover against the Tigers. Coach Schmidt not happy with the offensive turnovers early. 14-5. Chequamegon jumps out early with 4 3-point shots. Tigers are now in a 2-3 zone. Now we got a timeout call by the Tigers. We'll take a quick commercial. 30-second commercial. You're listening to Merritt Conference Basketball here on Zaleski Point.
Hi, I'm Malachi from Northside Computers and Cellular. We are currently offering a great savings of 2 phone lines for $50, and it includes unlimited talk, text, and data. Stop down at Northside Computers and Cellular, 907 South Central Avenue, Marshfield, to see how you can save on your internet, cable, and phone bills. We have the best providers under one roof.
2 phone lines, $50. Get mobile, internet, and television all under one roof. Northside Computer and Cellular of Marshfield.
All right, we're back here at Stratford High School. Dan Leonard along with Ben Brecht. 11:24 remaining in the first half, and surprisingly, maybe to some, Chequamegon with a good start offensively, jumped out to a 14-5 lead over the Tigers. Screaming Eagles basketball. Petzel gives it up to Purdy, takes it to the hole, and he's fouled on the shot. Fouls on Brady Schmidt, his first personal, third team foul against the Tigers. Going to the line to shoot 2, Marcus Purdy, sophomore, averaging 2.4 points per game. First free throw up and good. Marcus Purdy shooting 64% from the free throw line here early in the season. And we have a violation against the Tigers. Somebody was in the lane too early. So it's going to be an additional free throw for the Screaming Eagles. Purdy to attempt his third one. That one's in and good. 2 for 3. Screaming Eagles 16-5. Here's pass inside to Zaleski, working against Wilson. Shot's no good. Morgan with the rebound. He has 2 early fouls. Tigers looking to get number 3 on him by giving Zaleski a post-up, but didn't connect on the shot. Here's a skip pass to Purdy. Back to Morgan. From the top, pass inside, shots up, rolls around the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound, kicks it back outside to Mikulski. Here's a 3-pointer from the wing, off the front iron, no good by Phelps. Tigers lose control of the ball off the foot. Morgan picks it up, gives it to Purdy, and now we're getting an offensive foul on Marcus Purdy, his first personal, 4th team foul. Tigers with their 5 starters back into the game. Glenn, Schmidt, Zaleski, Bruzewitz, and Reed Miller. Stratford out of sync here, not connecting on any of their open shots on offense. Zaleski at the top, gives it up to Bruzewitz. Inside to Reed Miller, turns, kicks it back outside to Brady Schmidt. Back to Peyton Glenn from the top of the key, no good. Rebound to Morgan. Turns and gives it up to Mikulski. Here's a drive to the basket, up and good by Phelps. Oh, they're calling an offensive foul, no good. My fault. Late call by the official. Offensive foul, 2 fouls against Corbin Phelps. Tigers basketball. Here's Zaleski. Now they go inside on a lob to Brady Schmidt, off his hands and out of bounds. Tigers sloppy on offense. A lot of turnovers, a lot of easy missed. Coach Schmidt frustrated, as long as you can see with some of the look on the Stratford players, they don't know what hit them right now. Down by 11. 9.5 remaining here in the opening half. Mikulski gives it up to Miguel. Back to Morgan. Working against Peyton Glenn. To the free throw line, kicks it back outside. Shot not there by Phelps. Tigers are now in a half-court trap. Top Morgan, 3-pointer, no good. Bruzewitz with the rebound. Turns into the front court quickly. Stopped at the top of the key. Tigers reset their offense. It's Peyton Glenn, Bruzewitz. Zaleski, nothing there. Back to Schmidt. Schmidt looking for the cutter underneath, which is Reed Miller, not open. Here's a cut by Glenn. Brady Schmidt from the top of the key, no good. Now we got a foul called on Peyton Glenn. His first personal, 4th team foul against the Tigers. Morgan bringing it up against Peyton Glenn, man-to-man. Actually, the Tigers are in a 2-3 trapping defense. Here's a pass to Miguel. Turnover picked up by Bruzewitz. Into the front court. Takes it to the lane on the baseline, kicks it back outside to Zaleski. 3-pointer's good. Henry Zaleski with his first 3 of the night. Tigers now trail by 8 at 16-8. 8-10 remaining here in the opening half. Half-court trap by the Tigers. On top is Miller and Peyton Glenn. Here's Phelps. Back outside to Purdy. Skip pass to Morgan. Morgan on the drive. Underneath, he traveled. Turnover against A.J. Morgan gives it back to the Tigers. Caleb Wrench into the game, replacing Reed Miller for the Tigers. Set play from the bench. Wrench back to Glenn. Zaleski going through the lane. gives it back to Brady Schmidt. Three-pointer from the top of the key, no good. Brady definitely not on tonight. Now we have a timeout called by the head coach, Tom Tollickson from Chequamegon. We'll take a quick timeout, get a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Marywood Conference Basketball here on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
All right, Ben Breck, Dan Leonard back here at Stratford High School. Chequamegon 16, Stratford 8 after a timeout taken by the Screaming Eagles. 7:30 remaining here in the opening half. Tigers off to a cold shooting start from the three-point land. Chequamegon basketball in the trap. Here's a shot from the wing by Morgan. Air ball controlled by Bruzewitz. Ahead to Zaleski. Jump stop, goes up with the shot. Gets stuck in the rim. It's going to be a jump ball. Alternating possession arrow gives it back to the Screaming Eagles. Don't see that happen very often, but once in a while. Alternating possession arrow gives it back to Chequamegon. Stratford bringing their guards way out high now. Purdy drives the baseline inside to Mikulski, goes up the shot and good. Nice pass by Marcus Purdy to Mikulski. Puts the Screaming Eagles back up by 10. Bruzewitz working against Mikulski. Back to Glenn. Back to Zaleski, three-pointer from the wing. Off the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Mikulski. Tigers don't make their threes, they're in trouble. It's going to be a long night. With the two inside big guys for Chequamegon, they're just not going to get the inside shots. Here's Morgan. Skip back outside to Phelps. Mikulski working the ball against the Tigers' zone defense. Here's the drive on the baseline by Purdy. Short shot up and good. Marcus Purdy. 20-12 Chequamegon. Here's Peyton Glenn at the top. Gives it up to Bruzewitz. Working against on the drive to the baseline. Cut off. Back to Zaleski. Over to Glenn. He drives and he travels. Turnover against the Tigers, gives it back to Chequamegon. Shaner, Reed Miller, Foster, and Chapel back into the game for the Tigers. Morgan bringing it up for the Screaming Eagles, working against Jet Shaner. Tigers this time are into man-to-man defense. Miguel on the drive, loses control, gives it back to Mikulski, working against Chapel. Spin move underneath, the violation, traveling against the Screaming Eagles. Turnover gives it back to the Tigers. Bruzewitz into the front court for the Tigers. Back to Reed Miller, three-pointer from the wing, no good. Rebound controlled by Chapel. Back outside to Foster. His shot from the wing is good. Caden Foster nails the three-pointer. Brings it lead back down to 9 at 20-11. Here's a pass by Miguel. Intended for Petzel's out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to the Tigers. Quickly back into the lineup for the Screaming Eagles is Robert Schenebek, replacing Petzel. Tigers looking to get some of the momentum back. Here's Reed Miller. Looking inside, nothing there. Pass underneath to Shaner. Back to Foster. Tigers running their motion. Gives it back to Foster. He's going to drive it. Kicks it back outside to Reed Miller. Drive to the hoop. Goes up the shot. No good. Quickly into the front court comes Mikulski. Working against Bruzewicz. Kicks it back outside to Morgan. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound goes out of bounds off the hands of Schenebek. And it'll be Stratford basketball. Caleb Wrench back into the game, replacing Reed Miller for the Tigers. Caleb Wrench. Foster looking for the cut, nothing there. Bruzewicz wing shot from the wing, no good. Rebound controlled by Chapel. Back outside to Bruzewicz. In the corner to Caleb Wrench. Drive. Back underneath to Jet Shaner. Jet drives to the basket, goes up with the shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Miguel. Quickly ahead to Mikulski, takes it strong to the hole, and he's fouled. Foul's going to be on Drew Bruzewicz, his first personal foul. 15th foul against the Tigers. Going to the line to shoot two, Cooper Mikulski. Cooper, a 65% free throw shooter for the Screaming Eagles on the season. Gets two this time. First one off the rim and in. Tigers 4 substitutions. Peyton Glenn, Wrench, Foster, Schmidt, and Zaleski. Second one's up and good also. (22-11). Here's Caden Foster from the top of the key, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Phelps. Quickly into the front court. Jump shot from the baseline, no good. Rebound controlled by Wrench. Caleb into the front court on the run. Kicks it back to Zaleski. Sets for a three-pointer, shot up. Rolls around the rim, no good. Caden Foster with the rebound up, no good. Rebound controlled this time by Purdy. Excuse me, that was Phelps. Gives it back to Morgan. Working against Peyton Glenn. Zaleski guarding Phelps. Here's a three-pointer from the top of the key. No good by Mikulski. Zaleski with the rebound. Quickly into the front court. Peyton Glenn from the wing, shots up. No good. Rebound controlled by Morgan. Long court, pass down court, knocked out of bounds by Brady Schmidt. It'll be Chequamegon basketball. Drew Bruzewicz back into the game, replacing Caden Foster. Stratford has not made a two-point basket yet. 3 threes and 2 free throws. And they've had ample opportunities close to the basket. Here's a pass to Petzel. Drive baseline, nothing there. Kicks it back outside to A.J. Morgan. Morgan working against Zaleski. Nice crossover dribble. Goes to the free throw line. Jump shots up. No good. Zaleski with the rebound. Gives it up to Bruzewicz. Bruzewicz picked up on Mikulski. Now gives it back to Zaleski. Peyton Glenn on the drive. All the way underneath the basket. Kicks it back outside to Brady Schmidt. His three-pointer from the top. Rolls all the way around the rim. Halfway down and comes back out. Here's Mikulski working against Glenn. Back outside to Morgan. Gives it up. Phelps. Screaming Eagles being patient on offense. Nice pass underneath. Shot up. Up. No good. Two Screaming Eagles battling for it. Controlled by Schennebeck. Kicks it back outside to Mikulski. Off the rim. No good. Peyton Glenn with the rebound. Prusowitz on the drive. Kicks it back outside to Zaleski from the corner. Shots off the rim. No good. Rebound control this time underneath by Schennebeck, and we have a reach-in foul against the Tigers. Peyton Glenn with the second. 6th foul against the Tigers. Reed Miller and Alec Chapel back in for the Tigers. Peyton Glenn, the first Tiger with 2 fouls. Next foul against the Tigers, and the Screaming Eagles will be into the bonus. We're at 1 minute remaining here in the first half. Chequamegon with a 22-11 lead. Chequamegon with just 1 win in Numerwood so far this season. That coming last week against Phillips. Giving the Tigers all they can handle here tonight. Here's a pass underneath. Shot up and good by Schennebeck. Quickly into the front court comes the Tigers. Brady Schmidt back outside to Chapel. 3-pointer by Alec Chapel is good. Cuts the lead back down to 10 at 24-14. Tigers still don't have a 2-point basket. Here's Purdy. Gives it up to Mikulski. Drives to the lane. Loses control of the ball at 10 seconds. Tigers need to get a shot off before halftime. Chapel loses it. Gives it up to Schennebeck. Back to Morgan. Shot from the baseline. No good. That's our halftime score. The Stratford Tigers 14. The Chequamegon Screaming Eagles 24. We'll get the stats together, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the first half statistics. Right now, we're going to take a word from our sponsors here on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
All right, Dan Leonard, along with Ben Brecht, back here at Stratford High School. Halftime score, these Chequamegon Screaming Eagles 24, the Stratford Tigers 14. Halftime scoring statistics, first of all, for Chequamegon. They are led in scoring the first half by Cooper Mikulski, the 6'1" sophomore, with a 3-point basket, 2 for 2 at the free throw line, 2-point basket for 7 points. 6 points on 2 3-point baskets for Corbin Phelps. 5 points for leading scorer on the season, 6'2" A.J. Morgan on a 2-point basket, a 3-point basket for 5. 4 points for Marcus Purdy, 1 basket, 2 for 3 at the free throw line for 4. And a 2-point basket by Robert Schenebeck for Chequamegon High School's 24 in the first half. They were 3 for 4 from the free throw line. For Stratford, they have 4 3-point baskets and 2 for 2 at the free throw line. That's all they have in the first half. No 2-point baskets for the Tigers. Drew Brusewitz with the 3-point basket, 2 for 2 at the line for 5, and a 3-point basket each for Henry Zaleski, Alec Chapel, and Caden Foster. Stratford total halftime 14, and they were 2 for 2 by Brusewitz from the free throw line. So, looking at how the first half went, Chequamegon, first of all, playing very good defense against the Tigers. However, Stratford's inability to be able to get the ball inside for any open 2-point baskets has created them to shoot many 3-point shots, and they're just not hitting them, quite frankly, tonight. Brady Schmitz, I don't keep shots taken, but Brady Schmitz probably 0 for 5 from the 3-point land. Zaleski's probably about 1 for 5. Brusewitz like 1 for 4. So the Tigers just aren't hitting their 3-point shots. And when they don't hit their 3-point shots with their lack of size underneath the basket, they're just going to have a hard time scoring. So we'll see what the second half brings. Always 2 halves to every game. That's why they play 2 halves. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. It's a new year and a new you at Blue Hair Studio on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. The stylists at Blue Hair Studio are ready to help you be the best version of yourself. Book your appointment for a fresh start in 2024 at Blue Hair Studio in Marshfield. Take the first step in building your new customized home with Stratford Homes. Visit stratfordhomes.com to see floor plans, schedule a tour, or begin design of your new customized home from Stratford Homes. Visit stratfordhomes.com today to get started. Taking a look at the Tigers' upcoming schedule, this is their last regular season home game of the year. They will finish the rest of their regular season schedule with 5 remaining home away games, road games. First of all, on Monday night, they'll take on Greenwood at Greenwood High School. Next Friday night, they'll be back here back to Rib Lake for another Marywood Conference South-North crossover game against Rib Lake. Following Friday night, they play at Wausau Newman Catholic. Then on Monday the 19th, they will take on at Auburndale, the Auburndale Eagles. And then they'll end their regular season on Thursday the 22nd, with a Marywood Conference South game at Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. So 5 remaining regular season games, all on the road for the Tigers after tonight. So as they look to put themselves in a position to get 1 or possibly 2 home games in the upcoming WIAA playoffs, they're going to have to do it. First of all, they're going to have to make a nice comeback in tonight's game, which is not out of the reason, but the way they've been shooting the first half, they're going to have their hands in trouble for that one. We're going to take a quick timeout before we come back and get ready for the second half. Get a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Marywood Conference Boys Basketball here on Zaleski Sports.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net. Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
It's simple, but true. Time is money. At Sherrill Tire and Service, we have over 20 mobile service trucks to get you rolling and growing again. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers, your locally owned farm tire dealer.
All right, we're back here at Stratford High School, just about set for the beginning of the second half. If you're joining us late, Chequamegon 24, Stratford Tigers 14 at halftime. Stratford with 4 3-point baskets and 2 for 2 at the free throw line for their 14 points. No 2-point baskets in the first half for the Tigers. Chequamegon has also made 4 3-pointers, but they have made 3 for 4 at the free throw line, and they also have 4 2-point baskets. And that's where the 10-point difference is in the ballgame. Tigers need to take care of the basketball, make sure they get in the shot on every possession. Too many turnovers in the first half. And turnovers cause no opportunity to get any shots at the basket. And the way the Tigers shot in the first half, they're going to need all the shots they can get in order to get back into this game, as they shot very cold from the floor in the first half. And thus, Chequamegon with a 10-point halftime lead. Now, as quickly as the first half went and the inability to get any baskets, the Tigers have the ability to score quickly in the second half, but we'll see if they're able to do that tonight. Chequamegon with a 10-point lead. They will start the same 5 that started the game. Schinnebeck, Jeremiah Miguel, A.J. Morgan, who is their leading scorer on the season at 20 points per game. Corbin Phelps and sophomore 6'1" Cooper Mikulski. Tigers go back to their original starting lineup for most of the season. Peyton Glenn, Reed Miller, Drew Bruzowitz, Henry Zaleski, and Brady Schmidt. Tigers basketball to start the second half. Come out with a set play. Here's a shot from the corner by Reed Miller. Air ball. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by Corbin Phelps. Screaming Eagles. Here's a drive to the lane. Shots up and good by Phelps. 8 points for Corbin Phelps, leading scorer on the night for the Screaming Eagles. First basket of the second half goes to the Screaming Eagles. Tigers ball. Here's Miller looking inside for post-up. Zaleski working against Morgan. Spin move taken away from behind by Schinnebeck. Jump ball will be Stratford basketball. No, excuse me, Stratford just had the ball. It'll be Chequamegon basketball on the alternating possession arrow. Tigers in their 1-3-1 half-court trap. Mikulski, here's a pass lob underneath. Kicks it back outside. Phelps with the three-pointer, no good. Rebound control by Reed Miller. Peyton Glenn back outside to Zaleski. Zaleski working against Morgan. Gives it up to Reed Miller. Drive, shot, knocked away, swatted away. And we're going to have a foul on Morgan. Third foul on Morgan. Going to the line to shoot 2 is Reed Miller. First free throw is up and good by Reed Miller, his first point of the night. Second free throw up, rolls around the rim, falls in. Lead back down to 10 for Chequamegon. Tigers remain in their 1-3-1 half-court trap. Here's Morgan working against Peyton Glenn. Now the Tigers drop into a man-to-man defense. Miguel being guarded by Miller. Here's Phelps, gives it up to Mikulski. Mikulski working against Zaleski. Miguel against Reed Miller. Kick back to Morgan. And here's an offensive foul on Morgan. That's key. That's his 4th personal foul. Yep. There was a question as to who the foul was, and it was on Morgan, his 4th. 2 quick fouls in the second half for A.J. Morgan. Their leading scorer at 20 points per game goes to the bench with 16:05 with 4 fouls. Here's Bruzewitz working around the perimeter, gives it up to Peyton Glenn. Tigers looking inside, nothing there, back to Brady Schmidt. Drives strong to the hole, off-balance shot is no good. Rebound comes down to Mikulski. Quickly into the front court to Phelps. Shot no good. Rebound controlled by Brady Schmidt. Tigers need to get it inside and take advantage. Now they might have a little bit of size advantage. Here's Brady Schmidt back to Bruzewitz. Peyton Glenn. Now we got a push underneath on Miguel. First personal on him. 3rd personal foul against the Screaming Eagles. Here's Brady Schmidt from the wing. Shots up off the front of the game. No good. Zaleski with the rebound. No good. Rebound controlled by Marcus Purdy. Stratford basketball on the jump ball, alternating possession arrow. Good hustle by Peyton Glenn. Tie up Miguel. Tigers still trail by 10 at 26-16. 15:06 remaining in tonight's game. Zaleski looking for the lob inside, nothing there. Cutter goes through the lane, then back to the top of the key to Bruzewitz. Drew working against Mikulski. Gives it up to Brady Schmidt. Brady kicks it back outside. Here's Peyton Glenn on the drive. Reed Miller shot from the corner, no good. Rebound run down by Zaleski. Back to Schmidt. Tigers reset. Peyton Glenn. Pick and roll with Zaleski. Back to Brady Schmidt. Brady Schmidt shot. Good. First three-pointer on the night for Brady Schmidt. Cuts the lead down to 7. Closest the Tigers have been since halfway through the first half. Bruzewitz working hard on defense against Schennebeck. Stolen away by the Tigers. Turnover gives it back. Pass back to Brady Schmidt. Pass inside, off the knee, no good. It's Peyton Glenn on drives to the basket. And we got a traveling violation called against the Tigers. Turnover gives it back to the Screaming Eagles. Caden Foster into the game for the Tigers, replacing Peyton Glenn, along with Alec Chapel for Reed Miller. Surprisingly, not sure Coach Tollickson puts A.J. Morgan with 4 fouls back into the game. Lead got down to 7, and I think doesn't want to see the lead get away. Purdy gives it back to Mikulski. Kicking the ball violation against Chapel, gives it back to the Screaming Eagles. Chequamegon basketball underneath their own hoop. A.J. Morgan to be the inbounds trigger. Gives it up to Phelps. Back to Mikulski. Being patient, setting up their offense. Back to Phelps. Here is Purdy. Now it's knocked away, but retrieved back by Mikulski. Mikulski is being guarded by Bruzewicz. Morgan being guarded by Chapel. I'm not sure if this is by design or if they're just being that patient right now. Now we have a blocking foul called against Chapel. Alex, second personal foul. First team foul on the Tigers in the second half. Jet Shaner in for the Tigers, replacing Zaleski. Here's the inbounds to Mikulski, back to Purdy, back to Mikulski. Drives in the lane, working against Shaner, nothing there. Pass to Purdy. Purdy wide open from the top of the keys. Shot's good. Marcus Purdy with 7 points off the bench, averaging 2.4 on the season. Lead back up to 10. Here's Bruzewicz on the drive. And we got a foul on the drive. It's on Mikulski. Be Cooper's first personal foul. 4th team foul against the Screaming Eagles here in the second half. Inbounds underneath their own basket. Foster gives it back to Bruzewicz. Pass underneath to Brady Schmidt. Back outside to Chapel. Shot from the wing, no good. Rebound controlled by Cooper Mikulski. Into the front court. Gives it up to A.J. Morgan. Here's the drive. Shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by Chapel. Gives it up to Bruzewicz. Tigers are quickly into the front court. Back to Brady Schmidt. His shot from the top of the arc, no good. Rebound controlled by Foster. Back to Bruzewicz. Tigers reload. Brady Schmidt, three-pointer from the wing. Once again, short, no good. This time, Morgan with the rebound. Here's Purdy. Kind of a wild shot, off balance. Rebound controlled by Chapel. Bruzewicz on the drive. Nothing there, gives it up to Shaner. Shaner on the drive, goes up strong, good. Nice drive and basket for 2 by Jet Shaner. 30-second timeout called by Coach Tollickson from the Screaming Eagles. We'll keep it here. Pick up all your pet favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products under one roof for all brands you trust. Dogs or cats, they got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. A SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. Tigers still trail by 8 at 29-21. 11:09 remaining in tonight's game. Lots of wide open shots for 3, just not hitting them. We've mentioned several times tonight, with their lack of height and lack of offensive rebounding, if they're not hitting their shots like they're not tonight, it's hard to make up the deficit that they've had at halftime. Cut 2 points off, but still trail by 8. Chequamegon basketball. Here's Schennebeck working against Shaner. Back to Morgan working against Peyton Glenn. Tigers' best defender. Morgan pushes it back down. His shot outside, no good. Chapel with the rebound. Brusewitz into the front court, gives it back to Glenn. Here's Shaner on the drive. Goes up strong, no good. Chapel with the rebound. Back to Glenn. Now, drive by Chapel, up and good. Alec Chapel, 5 points off the bench. Lead now down to 6, closest the Tigers have been in quite a while. 10-10 remaining in tonight's game. Mikulski working against Chapel. Nothing there. Here's a backdoor cut. Up for 2 by Purdy. Marcus Purdy. Nice pass from Mikulski. Lead back to 8. And now here's an offensive illegal screen on Chapel. That's his 3rd personal foul. In for the Tigers, Zaleski and Brady Schmidt replacing Brusewitz and Alec Chapel. Tigers still trail by 8. 9:45 remaining second half. Mikulski drives to the free throw line, faces the basket, nothing there, gives it up to Purdy. His drive, no good, shot no good, but a foul on the shot against Zaleski. His first personal, third team foul against the Tigers. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Marcus Purdy. 2 for 3 earlier tonight in the first half. First one, short, no good. Back into the game for the Screaming Eagles, Jeremiah Miguel replacing A.J. Morgan, who's played most of the second half with 4 fouls. Second one off the back of the rim, no good. Shaner with the rebound. Ahead to Brady Schmidt. Looks inside to Zaleski, working against Miguel. And now we got a foul with the body, blocking foul against Miguel. His 2nd personal foul. Tigers will inbounds underneath their own basket, trailing by 8. Caleb Wrench to inbounds for the Tigers. Back to Zaleski. Gives it to Peyton Glenn. In the corner to Zaleski on the drive. Now we got an offensive foul against Zaleski. His 2nd personal foul. Fourth team foul against the Tigers. Morgan back into the game quickly. 8-point lead for the Screaming Eagles. Screaming Eagles running a little time. Here's Purdy. I don't think they're in a stall. They're just being patient. Here's a pass to Morgan. Gives it back to, now a turnover against the Screaming Eagles. Wrench picks it up. Gives it up to Shaner. Back outside, Brady Schmidt. Shot from the wing is good for 3 for Brady Schmidt. Cuts the lead down to 5. His 2nd three-pointer of the second half. Morgan working against Peyton Glenn. Gives it up to Purdy. Back to Phelps. Cutter through the lane to Schennebeck. Nothing there. Back to Purdy. Mikulski. Pick and roll with Morgan. Wrench working against Mikulski. Gives it up to Purdy. Here's a pass, almost thrown away. Now a timeout being called by head coach Tollickson to be a full timeout. So we'll take a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Boys Basketball, Merriwood Conference on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta-Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
They still only got 2 two-point baskets.
Need a new mattress? All Furniture in downtown Marshfield has mattresses, and you can save like never before. We have stacks of mattresses, save big on factory liquidations and closeouts, one-of-a-kind items, and mismatched fabrics. Save on special purchases and rollback pricing on two-sided flippable mattresses. Discounts on adjustable bases and even clearance pricing on floor models.
The furniture people for good home furnishings. Mall furniture where value is yours.
Along with Ben Brecht, I'm Dan Leonard. We're back here at Stratford High School. 8:03 remaining in tonight's game. Chequamegon holding on to a 31-26 lead over the Stratford Tigers. Here's the inbounds pass to Morgan. Gives it back to Cooper Mikulski. Once again, A.J. Morgan playing with 4 personal fouls. Most of the second half, he got 2 right away to start the second half. And he's played most of the second half now with 4 fouls. Here's this backdoor cut by Mikulski. Goes up the shot, rolls around the rim and falls through. Cooper Mikulski with 9 points. Lead back to 7. Jet Channer's shot from the baseline up and good. His 4th point of the night. Tigers back to within 5. Now the Tigers picking up more man-to-man full court press. Mikulski kicks it back outside to Phelps. He drives to the basket. Offensive foul on Phelps. His 3rd personal foul. Player control foul, 6-team foul. Gives it back to the Tigers on the turnover. Morgan goes to the bench. With 4 fouls. Phelps inside to Bruzewicz. Turning against Cooper. Mikulski shot's no good. Battling for the rebound comes down to Corbin Phelps. Once again, a wide open inside shot. Almost a bad pass stolen by Bruzewicz. Now a bad pass stolen away by Peyton Glenn. Peyton Glenn going hard to the basket, goes up the shot and scores. Peyton Glenn brings the Tigers to within 3 at 33-30. Here's the court pressure we talked about. Now here's a pass ahead to Schennebeck. He goes up and scores. You're going to give up some, but you're going to get more than you give up, I think. Tigers back to trail by 5. Bruzewicz, skip pass to Schmidt. Shot from the wing, good. 3rd 3-pointer of the second half by Brady Schmidt. The lead's down to 2. Stratford with the timeout. We'll keep it here. 6:03 remaining. Stratford now trails 35-32. Sternweiss & Sons Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield now hiring boom truck and concrete truck drivers. Be home every night and work for the hometown team at Sternweiss & Sons. If it's time for you to make a change, apply today at their Wren Road Ready Mix location. That's Sternweiss & Sons of Marshfield. Sports Scene in Marshfield is your official fanfare store for player jerseys, hats, autographed memorabilia, and more. Sports Scene up the stairs from the World Buffet in the Marshfield Mall. Staub Construction is the premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction has been partnering with private and public customers since 1984. Staub Construction has its own service and fabrication department to assist with any municipal or industrial situation. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. 6:03 remaining in tonight's game. Chequamegon now with a 35-33 lead, 2-point lead. It was once, I think the lead got as high as 12 at 26-14. Here's the inbounds pass to Morgan, working against Alec Chapel. Chapel working. Tigers are in an all-out man-to-man. Now Caden Foster gives it up to Mikulski. Back to Purdy. Back to, I think they're in a full corner stall now. Mikulski, now we got a reach-in foul against Foster. 15 foul against the Tigers. Here's a pass knocked out of bounds, deflected off the hands of Drew Brusewitz. It'll be Chequamegon basketball. Phelps inbounding to Purdy. Trapped in the corner. Tigers almost back out, almost with the steal. Gives it back out to Morgan, working against Jet Shaner. Drive to the basket, gives it up to Mikulski. Cooper brings it back to the top, gives it up to Purdy. Here's Purdy. Back to Phelps. Morgan. Morgan working against Brusewitz. Back to Purdy. 5 minutes remaining. Tigers still trail by 2. Chapel gives it up to Mikulski. Now we have a reach-in foul against Chapel. That'll be Alec's 4th personal foul. 16 foul against the Tigers. Peyton Glenn back in for the Tigers, replacing Caden Foster. Both teams will be in the bonus on their next possession. In for the Tigers, Zaleski replacing Chapel. Alec with 4 fouls. 4:48. They get it into Mikulski, goes straight to the rim. Foul by Zaleski. That's Henry's 3rd personal foul. Going to the free throw line to shoot 2, be Cooper Mikulski. Mikulski, a 65% free throw shooter. 2 for 2 on the night. First one's up and good. Lead back to 3, 36-33. Second one off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Shaner. Brusewitz into the front court. Gives it up to Zaleski. Peyton Glenn. Back to Brusewitz. 3-pointer from the wing. Up, no good. Rebound. Foul's going to be called on Schennebeck. Going to the free throw line to shoot a bonus will be Brady Schmidt. Brady, a 69% free throw shooter. Tigers trailing by 3 with 4:31. First free throw up. Brady Schmidt is good. 10 points for Brady, all in the second half. Second one up. That's good also. Tigers in the full court man-to-man, trailing by 1. Purdy working against Zaleski. Back to Morgan. Working against Peyton Glenn. Tigers in their man-to-man. Phelps. Now they go inside to Morgan. Turns. Traveling violation against the Screaming Eagles. Beat Tigers basketball. Violation gives it back to the Tigers. Tigers' first chance in a long time, Ben, to take a lead. I don't know if they've led in. Yeah, they did. They shot first 2 free throws to lead 2-0. Jet Shaner takes it to the rim. Pass inside to Brady Schmidt. Up. Misses the layup. No good. Shot. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Schmidt. It'll be Chequamegon basketball. Full court, man-to-man. Tigers still trail by 1. A chance to possibly take the lead with an easy layup. Missed by the Tigers. Screaming Eagles into the front court. Here's Mikulski around the top. Gives it back up to Petzel, who's into the game. Morgan back outside to Mikulski. His three-pointer from the wing is good. Cooper Mikulski with a huge three-pointer. 13 on the night. They now lead by 4. Here's Schmidt from the wing. Good for 3. Brady Schmidt for a 3. Lead back to 1 with 3:13 remaining. We'll take a quick word from our sponsors here on Merritt Conference Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
All right, we're back here at Stratford High School. Chequamegon holding on to a 39-38 lead with 3:13 remaining in tonight's game. Here's the inbounds pass to Mikulski, working against Peyton Glenn. Both teams are in the bonus. Brings it into the front court. Strips and falls down, stolen away by the Tigers. Peyton Glenn gives it up to Chapel. Back to Brusewitz. Here's Brady Schmidt, a long three-pointer up. Good! Brady Schmidt with his 5th three-pointer in the second half. 17 points all in the second half. Stratford now leads by 2. First lead since early in the game at 41-39. Purdy back to Mikulski. Morgan working against Peyton Glenn. Kicks it back outside to Purdy. Gives it up to Phelps. Morgan. Back to Petzel. Morgan working against Glenn. Turner from the free throw line up. Shot's no good. Rebound comes down to Brady Schmidt. Tigers basketball. 2:05 remaining. Lead by 2. Both teams are in the bonus. Now the Tigers go into their motion offense first time tonight. Since early in the first half. They're going to be patient and run clock right now. Zaleski gives it up to Brusewitz. 2 guys you don't want to fall if you're Screaming Eagles are Brusewitz and Brady Schmidt. Brady working against Petzel. Here's Peyton Glenn, and he's going to be fouled against by Petzel. Going to the free throw line to shoot the bonus, Peyton Glenn. Peyton Glenn, just a 45% free throw shooter on the season. First one's good. Hits the big one to get the second one. Peyton Glenn with 3 points all in the second half. Tigers lead now by 3 at 42-39 with 1:30 remaining in tonight's game. Second one, off the rim, no good. He goes and gets his own rebound. Knocks it off himself. 2 Tigers there. Good hustle. Ball off the Tigers. It'll be Chequamegon basketball. Chequamegon with 1 timeout left. Stratford with 3. Here's Morgan working against Peyton Glenn. Gives it up to Phelps. Back to Morgan. Morgan with 5 points on the night, averaging 20 points per game. Here's Mikulski on the drive. Goes up the shot. No good. Follows on Bruzewicz. Second personal foul. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Cooper Mikulski. First shot just ekes over the front of the rim and good for Mikulski. 14 points on the night for Cooper Mikulski, a 6'1" sophomore. Played a nice floor game tonight for the Eagles, Screaming Eagles. Lead now down to 2. Takes a deep breath. Second shot's up. That one goes straight through. Coach Schmidt calls a full timeout. We'll take a quick commercial. Word from our sponsors here on Zaleski Sports.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Along with Ben Brecht, I'm Dan Leonard. We're back here at Stratford High School. 1:08 remaining in tonight's game. That timeout was called for by the Chequamegon Screaming Eagles. They are out of timeouts for the game. Tigers lead by 1 at 42-41. 1:08 remaining. Peyton Glenn to inbounds for the Tigers. Gives it up to Drew Bruzewicz. Being guarded closely by Mikulski. Tigers into the front court, looking to run their motion offense. Bruzewicz working against Mikulski. Here's a drive to the lane. Nothing there. Kicked it back outside to Zaleski. Now they follow Bruzewicz. You're following the wrong guy if you follow him. He's missed some recently, but he was, for most of the season, he was in the 90s. He's right now at 88% on the season. Drew Bruzewicz shooting the bonus. First one's up and good for Drew Bruzewicz. Tigers lead up to 2 at 43-41 with 47.1 remaining in tonight's game. Bruzewicz with the second. That one's up and good also. Drew Bruzewicz 4 for 4 on the night. Chequamegon basketball, trailing by 3. Here's the inbounds pass to Mikulski, being guarded by Chapel. Alec with 4 fouls. Mikulski gives it up to Schenenbeck. Schenenbeck to Phelps, back to Purdy, over to Mikulski. Trying to get it to Morgan. Peyton Glenn not allowing him to get the ball. Now he gets it on the wing, far side. Almost double team, picked up by Brusewitz. Spins it to the lane, shot pass underneath to Schennebeck. He goes up and scores. Lead down to 1. Now the pass comes into Alec Chapel, and he's fouled. Foul's going to be called on Phelps. Going to the line to shoot 2 for the Tigers will be Alec Chapel, a 59% free throw shooter. First free throw up, no good. Timeout taken by Coach Kurt Schmidt. It'll be a full timeout. We'll keep it here before Alec Chapel shoots his second free throw. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Remember to stay tuned for our Nasonville Dairy postgame show tonight. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made in Marshfield, Curtis, or order them online at NasonvilleDairy.com. Tigers with a 1-point lead, 44-43. Going to the line to shoot the second of the double bonus will be Alec Chapel. Missed the first one. Key statistic right now, I feel, is Chequamegon has no timeouts left. Stratford still has 2 timeouts left. Both teams, Stratford shooting the double bonus. Fouls on Tigers will still be the regular bonus for Chequamegon. 10.1 remaining. Stratford with a 1-point lead. Going to the line to shoot the second, Alec Chapel, 0 for 1. .1 remaining. Second one up, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Morgan. Ahead to Mikulski. Step back, gives it up to Phelps. Phelps shot off guard, no good. Now we have a foul on Schennebeck against Zaleski on the rebound. Zaleski going to the line to shoot 2. Zaleski makes the first one. He makes both free throws to put the Tigers up by 3. He can't catch and shoot. The game is basically over. That's the ball game. Final score, the Stratford Tigers 46. Chequamegon Screaming Eagles 43. Tigers trailed by 10 most of the second half. Didn't take the lead until under 3 minutes to go in the game. Stay tuned for our Nasonville postgame show where we'll get a chance to talk with head coach Kurt Schmidt and a player of the game from the Stratford Tigers. In the meantime, we'll take a word from our sponsors, and I'll get some statistics together, and we'll meet with Coach Schmidt on the floor after the game. You're listening to Merriwood Conference Boys Basketball here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, we're back here at Stratford High School. Final score, the Stratford Tigers 46. Chequamegon Screaming Eagles 43. Player of the game, Jet Shaner. Wasn't a pretty win, but at this point of the season, a win's a win.
Yes, a win is a win. We had a good game plan going in this week, and I mean, we battled to the very end. It was a close game. Came back from a 10-point deficit. So
made some free throws down the stretch to help seal the victory.
Yes. We were clutch from free throws at the end that helped us seal the win by 1.
So the second half of the season, I've been really impressed with the bench play. Yourself tonight came off the bench, 4 points in the second half. Other players contributing mightily from the bench. What is it the second half? A little bit more confidence, a little bit more playing time that's really helped the starters get some rest.
Yeah, we just need energy coming off the bench. You know, we need guys that push the ball, drive the ball hard, get to the free throw line. So we give the starters, a little rest. We come in, punch them in the mouth, and we just hopefully run up the scoreboard.
So one of your main jobs and something that you've really excelled at this season has been defense. And most of the time when you come in for Peyton, you're defending the other team's best offensive player, and you've done a tremendous job the second half of the season at shutting them down.
Yes, that is one of my best skills is defense. So it just puts me where on their best player, and I just do my thing, hopefully shut them down.
Once in a while, chip in with a couple short jumpers from the baseline.
Yes.
Congratulations on the win. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Now it's your turn to be in the house.
Yes. I'm Jet Shaner, and I'm in the house.
Perfect.
Thank you. Good job.
Thank you.
Wow, what did you say about that one?
Yep.
All right, we're back here with Stratford head coach Kurt Schmidt after the 46-43 victory over Chequamegon in a game that, Coach, you trailed most of the game, weren't able to get the lead, but then did get the lead, and then they were able to make some free throws at the end of the game to hold off the Eagles.
Yep, it's one of those games again where we talk about it. You don't look past anybody ever. They were hot. They made everything. Everything bounced their way. In the first half especially, we couldn't make anything at all. I mean, we were missing point-blank shots, layups. And then we were a little disjointed. I was disappointed in, we would change the defense and then we didn't do it. We just didn't do it at all. We were off tonight mentally. And I try to always be positive, but we got to figure out that we can't let that happen again, where we're off mentally, where we're not executing. We were going to our attacking game and the guys were standing around passing instead of attacking. It was one of those, you've seen it before as a coach and you're like, oh, we just got to get out of here alive somehow. Luckily, our full court man press was just enough to kind of rile them up a little bit, get a few turnovers, and of course Brady got hot at the end when they lost track of them.
Coach, how do you explain to your players at halftime when you have no 2-point baskets, but you were able to make 4 3-point baskets, 2 free throws, and there you sat at halftime with 14 points?
Yeah, and they got some length inside, and that's been our bugaboo all year. Is we have trouble finding easy ways to score. That's why we went with an aggressive pressure zone for periods there, because it isn't. The reason is you're hoping to create a turnover to go the other way, because you got people up there, just to stir it up a little bit. But we were passing the ball. But when we had guys wide open inside, we feel like we're going against the land of the giants. We're timid, and then we're always looking to kick the ball back out. And then you better hit shots. And then of course, you got a shot fake on the closeouts, drive it. But we don't have those natural pull up, 5 feet, 6 feet away, 8 feet away jump shooters. We don't have that natural ability. Like they had 2 guys that could do that, 15 and 30. Once we break a defense down, you can see where it's going to be a mystery how we're going to finish. And that's not criticizing the guys. It's just the type of players we have, and battle through it.
Coach, one of the strong points of your team this year has been your number of players off the bench that contribute not just points scored but defensively, and that maybe helped you tonight with the little bit of foul trouble you got into a little bit, but your bench really provided some spark defensively for your team.
Well, I agree with that. I thought they wore out a little bit, whereas we were able to finish strong because we subbed. Like I did keep the same 5 to 6 guys out there the last probably 8 minutes of the game because that was our comeback group. We were coming back, and maybe I subbed in one guy here and there, but I kept them out there because, well, part of it is they weren't playing a whole game. They've been fairly fresh, so you can handle the last 7 minutes with free throw stoppages, and then I use more of my timeouts at the end, and mainly to rest them and then set up our press, obviously.
And Brady got hot at the right time. 5 3-pointers the second half, 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Drew Brusewitz with a couple key free throws in the second half. Reed Miller with 2 free throws. Henry Zaleski made the 2 free throws. So late, other than the 2 that were missed by Alec, you were able to do the job at the free throw line.
Yep, and you have to. And like at the end, I'm yelling to Drew with a minute left. You're the closer. Get the ball. If you pass it back, and then make them guard you, and keep that ball. Do your 13.5-second drill that we do, but he has to have the ball when they start fouling. And at the very end, that's what happened.
Coach, you finished your regular season with your last home game of the year.
Yeah.
Now you take the West Coast trip or wherever you're going for 5 consecutive games. But
actually, we're going to London.
You're going to London? You got the overseas game. Coach, I want to thank you for all your time this year for Zaleski Sports. I appreciate all your insight after the game, and good luck the rest of the season, and hopefully we'll get a playoff game at home at least one or two, and we can catch up with you at that point.
I thought Zaleski Sports had a helicopter to transport you long distances.
I'm working on that yet, Coach. Congratulations.
Just make sure it's electric. All right, thanks a lot, Dan. I'll shake your hand. Thank you very much. Got it?
That'll wrap it up here from Stratford High School. Once again, the final score tonight, Stratford Tigers 46, Chequamegon Screaming Eagles 43. Stratford will conclude their regular season portion of their schedule with 5 road games starting next Monday night at Greenwood, next Friday night at Rib Lake. Then they play Auburndale, Assumption, and not sure who the other game is. But anyway, 5 road games to finish the season. Along with Ben Brecht, I'm Dan Leonard. We thank you for joining us here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Have a great weekend. Good night, everybody. Good job. Your kids battled really, really hard. You should be proud.
I appreciate that. I am. Thank you for doing this. What's your name?
I'm Dan Leonard. I work for Zaleski Sports.
Okay, I'm Thomas.